Happy New Year. We're 1 week in. 2025 is done and dusted, and we are firmly into 2026. So, how are we all feeling? Let's talk about the year that was 2025, shall we? This year said, trust the process, but then refused to explain the process. We can safely say that was not a soft serve year. In numerology, it was a number 9 year, which means closure, whether you like it, understand it, or feel ready for it. This wasn't a tender unfolding, this was evolution by emotional whiplash. 2025 was the year that the universe stopped negotiating with your potential and said, I'm done with sending soft signs, no more white feathers. Here's a brick. Emotionally, you may have felt like you were trying not to drown in a sea of suppressed emotions, desperately doggy paddling in denim, clinging to a flimsy pool noodle, while sharks with laser beams attached to their heads circled you, ready to lock on and blow open your suppressed trauma. And you probably were blown open, not to punish you, but to liberate you from the life in which you've been surviving instead of thriving. You may have lost people and said goodbye to the expired versions of yourself, ta-ta to your tolerance for nonsense, bon voyage to bare minimums, and piss off to the version of you that was pretending that you don't feel things that you absolutely do feel in your bones. This year felt like that movie, everything, everywhere, all at once. Like an internal, interdimensional rupture of your reality, constant timeline jumps, aggressive personal growth, surprise boundaries, and at least one dramatic, ugly cry, bathroom floor breakdown that was apparently crucial to the plot. At some point, you may have stopped asking, what's next? And started asking, is this an initiation? Or am I just exhausted? Hungry, gluten intolerant, allergic to bullshit, mildly dehydrated, and one minor inconvenience away from burnout and a full existential crisis. Answer? Yes. This year was a year of pivots, although it may have felt like you were pirouetting in the dark with no music and questionable footwear. Yeah, you may have spiraled, and you probably cried. You lay on the floor dramatically questioning your entire existence, because yeah, rebirth is messy. It's the sacred chaos. It's when your intuition stops whispering and starts screaming through a megaphone. It's you choosing yourself on days when you don't even recognize who you are or what you're becoming. And finally, we've passed the exhale point of the year. And look at you, you fantastic feral phoenix, rising gracefully and fully prepared to breathe fire and incinerate the entire year's bullshit. So, how's 2026 looking? Well, it is not about perfect plans. It's about brave experiments. Trying the thing, saying yes before you feel ready, and letting curiosity drive while control sits in the back eating snacks. And here's where it gets wild. We have 6 new karmic cycles starting in 2026. 6 themes of the year in a cosmic nutshell. Structure meets soul meets let's just do the damn thing. New ideas, new voices, new ways of thinking that feel like rocket fuel for your brain. Healing around worth, security, money, and self-trust. Finally. Confidence boost, creative courage, and heart-led leadership. Collective evolution meets personal authenticity, community, and courage. Reality is about to feel different. And new versions of you will be quietly booting up, like, oh, hello. Where did you come from? From January to June, don't panic if you feel restless but undefined. You don't need to lock anything in yet. You just need to move towards what excites you. Then, June to December, clarity hits. Confidence lands, and momentum kicks in like, oh, this is why I was doing all of that earlier. I get it now. You start committing, and you start building, and you start harvesting what you planted when you didn't fully know what you were doing or why, but you trusted yourself anyway. Because, as the OG myth daddy Joseph Campbell once said, follow your bliss, and doors will open where there were only walls. Now, before you roll your third eye and say, cool, but my bliss is buffering and the only door I see is the fridge, let me break it down. Bliss isn't all pastel sunsets, perfect yoga poses, Palo Santo smudging, and aesthetically pleasing highlight reels. It's when you surrender to soul longing and say a gut and heartfelt yes to something. That whisper in your bones that says, this is for me. Even if nobody understands and my family thinks I've joined a cult. Sometimes real joy is found in the unfiltered, chaotic moment, doing exactly what makes you feel alive, being wild, free, and feral, wearing mismatched socks and Crocs. It happens when you bust through those walls of insecurity and drop the outdated need for approval, because your life is not a reality show audition. You've already been cast as the main character. Now it's time to start acting like it. Because when you stop begging life for crumbs like a spiritually malnourished pigeon, you'll realise that you deserve all the good things. Roll up your sleeves and start baking yourself a whole damn cosmic cake of self-worth covered in affirmations written in gold, edible glitter. And forget knocking on other people's doors hoping that they'll let you in. You're not a may I come in kind of energy. You were never meant to shrink yourself down to fit inside somebody else's poorly feng shuied event of expectations. Your door is a custom-made celestial party portal with a flashing neon welcome sign. Because when you strut in confidently, like your dreams already RSVP'd, the universe adjusts the vibe, the music, the guest list, and the seating plan to match your frequency. So please stop following society's soul-numbing checklist and start honouring your sacred yes. Go towards what excites you and follow your bliss like it's a divine compass. An inbuilt cosmic GPS that activates when you dare to dream bigger and louder than your fears. Make the call, start the thing, dance like no one's watching, even when they absolutely are, because your awkwardly divine joy might just be the permission slip that somebody else needs to remember that they're allowed to be weird and wonderful too. Because if you turn that light of yours all the way on, you won't just inspire others, you'll activate them. Your unfiltered, unapologetic, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway energy is the real soul medicine. Authentic bliss is contagious and magnetic. Your joy is healing and a sacred act of rebellion that this world absolutely needs right now. Here are your cosmic affirmations. As I said goodbye to 2025, I know that nothing was wasted, nothing was random. Every ending carried me closer to my truth. I am choosing the life where I expand, take up space, and let my joy be seen. My joy is medicine. My intuition knows the way. My energy is an invitation. And this is my 2026 declaration. I am ready. May your 2026 be bathed in gold. I love you. Have a great year.